Alright, so I'm going to be doing a ventilator setup. We're going to be doing it on a Philips V200. Usually when we do a vent setup, we're going to do it in another room so that when we bring it to the patient's room, it's ready for immediate use. But if you are in the patient's room, I would introduce myself. I'd say, hello, I'm Nick. I'm from respiratory. Ask the patient for 2 identifiers, name and date of birth work fine. Wash my hands. Even if I'm not in the room, I still want to wash my hands before setting up a vent, just because you're working with all the tubing and the equipment. And then I'm going to check the patient's chart before I do any of that, just to look for any indications from the physician about the vent, any specific ways he wants it set up. So all of our equipment is usually going to be packaged before we start. Right now it's not. We're going to take our filter, we're going to connect it to the gas outlet, and we're going to take one of our tubes, connect it to the gas return. Make sure it's on there tight, and connect our tubing to the filter. We're going to take our ventilator and connect it, and the ventilator is almost always set at 37 degrees Celsius. That's the standard, because that is what how our airways are humidified at that temperature. And then connected to the humidifier is a spike, which we're going to spike into sterile water. Leave that up there for right now. Then we're going to take our tubing. We have white and blue tubing. The blue represents inspiratory, as the white represents expiratory. I'm going to connect this tubing to the humidifier. And then on the expiratory white, we're going to connect a water trap, just to trap any water so it doesn't go back to the vent, doesn't go to the patient. You also want to make sure that this is